is dried, pour the Superstone epoxy resin uniformly and steadily along the crack. Lay the fiberglass mesh tape along the crack and then flatten out the tape with a paint scraper. Some cracks may need a second layer of mesh tape to achieve the correct uniformity of surface. Pour additional resin over the top layer and smooth. You are now ready to prepare the Supertex mixture. You will actually mix two different consistencies. A thicker mix for filling in the low spots you marked earlier, and a thinner mix for the rest of the surface. First, you'll prepare the Supertex resin. Unlike many other suppliers, Superstone sends the resin in a highly concentrated form to save you unnecessary shipping charges. Dilute the resin using 5 gallons of water for every 5 gallons of resin.
Or, if using Superstone's more concentrated resin, mix 10 gallons of water for every 5 gallons of resin.
Add enough of the Supertex powder to reach the consistency needed for the job at hand. Stir well using a paddle and a power drill. Fill in the low spots you marked with a thicker mixture. Trowel the surface to a smooth edge. Be sure to clean all tools immediately after use to keep the quick-drying Supertex material from bonding. When the surface is dried, scrape off any burrs or excess with a long-handled scraper. You are now ready to cover the rest of the surface. There are 3 surface application methods. You may spread the material with a long-handled squeegee, apply directly with a trowel, or use the sprayer. Before any application, clean all areas thoroughly and mask all bordering sections such as walls or pool tiles with tape and craft paper. When using the squeegee, spread the mixture evenly using a light floating motion. Pay special attention around patches and bumps to achieve smoothness of surface. When using the spray method, adjust the airflow for the desired speed, texture, and coverage desired. Check to make sure the top of the hopper is clean to avoid blobs that may end up on your surface. Apply the spray using smooth, even movements. After surfacing an area, you may use a rounded corner trowel to modify or enhance a particular texture. After allowing your surface to dry, you are ready to apply the stain. First, remove the paper and tape along the border areas to avoid seepage of the stain. Apply the stain along edges with a small brush. Use a roller to apply stain on the rest of the surface. 2 coats are needed for a professional finish. Now let's look at some techniques for easily designing exciting custom patterns with Supertex. Here's how to create an authentic Mexican tile surface. First, apply a base coat using the color desired for the grout. In this example, we'll use charcoal. Refer to your color chart and instruction sheet. Start with a Supertex 50-pound bag of powder in gray base. Add 3 1/4 cups plus 1 teaspoon of the pigment number 860. When measuring, level off the pigment, but do not pack it down. This will assure consistent coloration. When mixed, you will have the correct formulation for spraying or troweling a 1/16 to 1/8 inch thick surface coating. Next, lay strips of tape on the surface. These will eventually become the grout lines. Lay the first piece of tape across the surface, then use a piece of tile as a template for the pattern size and mark accordingly. Lay down all the tape in one direction first. Then the other direction. Smooth out the tape with a paint roller. Now, using the terracotta base Supertex mixture, thinly apply so that the coat is the same thickness as the tape. If you are applying correctly, the tape should show through the mixture. After initial drying of the surface, remove the tape top layer first. Apply the protective Superstone Clear Sealer with the roller. Notice how it brings out the color and richness of the texture. For surfaces where more traction is desired, set your sprayer to create a pebbly, grainy surface. Use Supertex for your home and commercial customers, and you'll be introducing them to a revolution in surface finishing technology. Pool decks, walkways, driveways, and business exteriors and showrooms will stay looking bright and new long after other products would have dulled, soiled, and cracked. Impress your clients and increase your customer base with the help of Supertex from Superstone, the most advanced concrete finishing system available. To find out more, call 1-800-456-3561 for the Supertex dealer near you.